Reddit. What's your best, funniest personal example of petty revenge? My wife is very picky about the mugs she has for different hot drinks. Tall mugs for coffee, wide mugs for tea, dainty cups for fruit teas. When she's being irritating and asks for a cuppa, she gets very plain, boring builder's mugs, and I delight at the mild irritation it brings. Speeding up a coworker's double-click speed and watch him squirm when his normal double-clicking speed isn't working. When I was a kid, I got the Sabrina the Teenage Witch handbook. It was full of kiddie experiences and stuff and was pretty fun. My older sister had upset or annoyed me about something, so I tried out one of the tricks from the book. You fill a cup with water and some corn kernels. Put some tin foil on top of the cup. The kernels eventually pop and it makes noise against the tin foil. I put it under her bed. It takes a few days to work, so I completely forgot about it, until one night I woke up to my two sisters whispering it had popped in the middle of the night and she thought there was a rat under her bed. Listing a PlayStation 4 is brand new on multiple second-hand goods websites for $50. I used my old landlord's phone number as the contact number, cuz F***ck that guy. He had to change numbers. Kid stole my water bottle. I opened it up and left it inside his backpack. We had a guy in our office take a crap in the bathroom every day after lunch and it would stink up the whole office. The manager asked everyone who needed to vacate their bowels to please use the lobby bathroom since our office was small and we only had the one bathroom this year. He didn't listen. Fortunately, he was like clockwork, so 5 minutes before he went in I took all the toilet paper. That's right, I forced the man to live with a dirty ass. My boyfriend's uncle and 7-year-old cousin live upstairs from us. His cousin has a tendency to be a little brat. I was holding her Yorkie when she came over and yanked her from my arms. No more than 20 minutes later I went out and bought some dog treats. Every day when I come home I give the dog a treat. Now the dog waits by our door instead of hers. Posted this previously. My ex cheated with a married man. He now lives with her. He is a boss. But anyway, I still have login for her DVR. I logged in, erased all her shows, then recorded only the show. Cheaters. Petty, but it makes me laugh. I had a 6-month school internship at a mobile phone store. The boss was a total asshole that treated his school interns like full-paid workers. He even gave me some concerning money responsibilities. A while after the internship he called to tell me I would have to give a statement at court. He had a problem with some customer in a shipment and he planned to tell the court that he explained me everything concerning shippings precisely. Of course he didn't, and of course I didn't lie in front of the judge. My boss's attorney gave me a look I will never forget when he realized his stupid plans didn't work out. A few weeks later my now ex-boss tried to call me again. I didn't pick up. Fuck this guy. A guy at work pissed me off. I placed this Craigslist ad with his phone number. 2 free goats. Hablas Espanol. He spent the rest of the day getting calls every 15 minutes or so. Work-related, my coworker was always complaining and always lazy with his work. Yet he got recognition for the simplest thing he would actually do. He also took credit for a full day's work that was pretty much all me. I always got ignored. So one day, I came in early and I unplugged his Ethernet jack just barely, to the point it looked like it was still plugged into his computer. For 4 hours he couldn't do any work. Meanwhile, I got my work done, and he couldn't take any credit for it since everyone knew he didn't have internet access. Halfway through the day, he left on break. I plugged it back in and bam, just like this it was working. By then, he couldn't claim my work, and I had begun to get noticed more. A drunk guy harassed me on the tube one night on my way home. About 2 minutes after his last F***seeking stuck-up bitch, he fell asleep. Deeply asleep. So I took out my lipstick, gorgeous coral color, and drew all over his face. Yes, I may also have been drunk. I think I was trying to read my book with one eye closed to help me focus. Yep, so I got off at Acton and watched him snooze away down the Heathrow branch. Arsehole. I hope he woke up with lipstick all over his pillowcase and a pissed-off missus. In 7th grade I used to take homemade lunch to school. We prepared our own salad dressing, lemon juice, salt, oil, etc. And one kid decided it would be good to steal it and drink it before lunchtime. I asked him not to, but he continued to drink it, but started doing so in one gulp, so I couldn't stop him this year. So instead of making a huge deal, I prepared 2 salad dressings. One that I would actually use on my salad, and another that had all the liquid condiments I could find in my mom's kitchen. It was really fun to see his face as he drank it. He never stole my salad dressing again. Okay, this one is pretty gross, but growing up in a house of only girls, personal space does not exist. We used to bathe in front of each other, and even use the bathroom in front of each other. There are no boundaries. My younger sister was notorious for shaving in the tub and not rinsing it out when she was done. Pubes everywhere. One day she was taking a bath and I asked her to rinse when she was done, because I planned on taking a bath afterwards. She told me to F***ck off, so I reached in my pants, snipped off a chunk of pubes, tossed them in the tub with her, and walked out. A woman I work with literally stole this great story that I tell about me being in the same hospital at the same time that my niece was born. She tells it as it was her husband and she was in the hospital giving birth. She's a known one-upper. Everything you do she did it better, faster, it was worse for her, etc., so it didn't surprise me when a coworker told me she regularly tells clients that story. So now, every single day as I get in I pour a tiny bit of my water bottle out on her desk, chair, or on the carpet somewhere in her office. In my mind, mold is slowly growing in her office. Her skirt gets wet when she sits down, or any fresh documents she sits on her desk get set right in the small puddle of water. In 3rd grade I was falsely accused by the hall monitor of talking during quiet time. Even after my dad came in and talked to the teacher, she still punished me by keeping me from watching a movie and eating the cinnamon bread with everyone else. So the day before the class watched the movie and ate snacks. I unplugged the bread makers right before we left school so no one would get any. I figured if I can't have it, no one can. Put up a Craigslist ad for a guy the first couldn't stand. Free refrigerator. Runs great. Call between midnight and 4 a.m. here. When I was traveling with a mate in India, we had a falling out over something very minor. He hid my journal and denied all knowledge of its disappearance all day. In retaliation, I hid his passport and got the journal back within an hour. It was in a sofa cushion. We're still buds now. I was in a big meeting, 50 managers, supervisors, and 2 high-level guys made fun of my car, Subaru Outback, in their presentation. I had access to their personal info, phone hash, address, emails, and sent it to the Subaru sales group, asking for a test drive, quotes, etc. They got spammed pretty well for a while. Our petty revenge if this is your thing.